Okay, if this video found you, then this is your 24-hour reading from when you're seeing this, okay? Not from when I'm posting it. I've shuffled the deck a few times and I have this card sitting in front of me and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a big one. But I'll show you. We're going to go ahead. We're just going to get into it. I'm seeing the Tower card, okay? For those of you who are familiar with tarot, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, the Tower card. But those of you who aren't, let me explain. Because this doesn't always have a negative kind of, like, this can seem kind of scary, but it doesn't have to be. I feel like we're going to be getting some news, okay? It's almost like this lightning bolt is very symbolic to me. It's sticking out. It's making me feel like, do you know how the lightning, it's coming from above, right? What is from above? Heaven or the universe or the stars, our spirit guides. We associate that with being above us, okay? Light beings like spirit guides, angels, right? And then you are the lighthouse. You are in the physical. Notice how the lightning bolt is touching the tower. I feel like there's knowledge, there's information coming from your spirit guides, and they're bringing it to you at the divine timing. This could be something that you've been praying about, asking for signs. Like you could be like, and I feel like it has to do with the truth, where it's like, please give me this answer. I need to know what happened. I need to know this. I need to know what they're thinking. Like just whatever truth you've been trying to have in your life. I feel like you've been asking, and there's just nothing showing up. And so you're almost like, well, maybe I'm just thinking too hard. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe there is no truth. Maybe like, there it is what it is. Like what I see is what it is. And you've kind of like dialed back a little bit on trying to find the truth, but sometimes there is a little tiny voice within you that reminds you that you want a truth, right? Spirit saying, everything in divine timing, everything in divine timing. So you were not meant to find out that information until the timing was divine for you to find it out. And now the timing is divine. So I feel like now they're going to finally give you that information. They were not ignoring you. They were just like, it's not time yet. Live your life. You are exactly where you're meant to be right now. There's nothing that you're supposed to be doing differently. Otherwise, you would be doing it. Okay? Now, though, is when things are going to change. Okay? Now is when the information is going to be brought to you. Okay? And just like, think of it like this. You have this beautiful night sky. It's dark. But without the darkness, we would not be able to see the beauty of the moon, the beauty of the stars, shooting stars. Okay? And so Spirit's saying, although this might be kind of like, oh my God, like there's the truth, there can be beauty in the truth. Okay? It can be a beautiful moment if you let it be. Okay? I am seeing the Queen of Wands. I think that you're extremely intuitive. You are extremely intuitive, and you've known that there was a truth. You knew deep down, you're like, I don't know what the truth is, literally, but I can feel energetically like there's something going on, and I don't know exactly what that might be, but I know there's something. Something is off. I don't know what, but something's off, okay? Your solar plexus, which is the chakra right here in your tummy, is huge. It's activated, okay? Which tells me that you probably pick up on all those little minute details. Like when someone huffs their breath and you're like, oh my gosh, they're angry or something's bothering them and no one else would notice, you notice because you're extremely intuitive. Not everyone is. Not everyone can pay attention to those things, but you can, okay? So this is going to come, and it's almost like when it comes, it's going to kind of be a relief because you've been waiting for this big reveal for a long time. You kind of like got yourself subconsciously ready for there to be a big reveal because you always kind of thought you were missing the truth. So when this happens, you're not going to be that devastated. You're not going to be like taken back like everyone else might be. You're going to be like, I knew there was something, and there it is. There it is. Now, that's not to say it won't be, maybe like dealing with the truth might be kind of hard, but the fact that there is a truth at all that's going to be revealed, it's not going to blow you off your seat because you're going to be like, I kind of knew, okay? Then we have the Fool. So this is telling me that this piece of information coming to you is divine wisdom. Like this is divine wisdom because you're going to be able to change your life with it. The Fool has to do with starting a new journey. Like this is your new chapter. You might not know what you're doing. You might not know what, is around the corner for you, but that's kind of the beauty because you get to manifest what you want the rest of your life to look like after finding out this information, I'm hearing like the world is your oyster, and it's time to figure out what you want to do with that information. What do you want to do? Okay, because you've been kind of held up. You've been kind of like where you've been in a cave. That's what the spirit just told me. You've been in this cave, and it's like you've been keeping yourself, like no one's made you stay in the cave, but you've been keeping yourself in the cave. And now that you have this information, it's like maybe it would be very bright leaving this cave. Maybe the sunshine would feel good after all, because I've been convincing myself that I liked the cave, but maybe this piece of information coming out is just the excuse I needed to give myself to leave the cave. I could have always left the cave, but I kind of like never allowed myself to do that. But now having this truth revealed, I'm able to leave the cave. And I think I've been convincing myself that I like this cave when I know deep down I'd really love to be out in that sunshine. And now I get to finally do that. So see, this can be a beautiful thing. So don't be scared, okay? If you liked this reading, make sure to follow me. Put it in the comments if this resonated. And if you like this tarot deck that I use, it's my own personal deck, the Sun and Soul Tarot deck. And if you want a copy, you can get it right here in the TikTok shop.